So you want to start your own autograph business. Well, I've been doing this for 16 years now, and let me go ahead and give you 5 tips that's going to help make this a successful venture for you. All right, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. I am your host, Matt Powers of the Power Sports Memorabilia Show. Thank you again for joining me. You guys can visit the website, powersportsmemorabilia.com, and also give me a follow over there on Instagram at Powers Autographs. And if you like these videos, go ahead and hit that little bell if you want to get notified on. If you don't want to, that's fine too. I actually turned off all my notifications on like everything now, so it really clears up my schedule. My phone isn't beeping at me all the time, but if you want to go ahead and do that, I certainly would appreciate it. And again, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be kind of really one to help you guys if you want to get started in the autograph business. I must every week get a call or an email from someone who is looking to start in the autograph business and they're not really sure what to do. They've got questions on X, Y, and Z, and there's really a lot of things to get into. But today, I'm really just going to give you 5 tips to kind of help jumpstart you and maybe some pitfalls to kind of avoid when you are starting and then during your autograph business, okay? So let's go ahead and start off with number 5. And this one was not really around when I got started in 2004. In fact, it was just starting. But this is Facebook, and this is joining as many autograph Facebook pages as you can. There must be hundreds and hundreds of these things, if not thousands of them. And autograph Facebook pages are a great way to connect with other dealers, connect with other collectors, find good deals on products, hear about autograph signings, get tips on autographs. I mean, authentication, you name it. The information is there in these Facebook pages. This is absolutely critical to you expanding your business and meeting new people. This is the best thing that you can do, and plus, honestly, the best thing about it is it's free. You don't have to pay anything, so you can connect with as many people as you like. Again, you're going to find really good deals on stuff like that. I buy product all the time through Facebook groups, so it's just a great way for you to jumpstart your connections and your autograph business. Okay. Number 4, and this is probably one that I regret the most, and it's one I don't want you to fall into, and it's this idea of wasting a bunch of money on a website. I have had probably 3 or 4 different websites at this point, and I've hired 2 or 3, I think 2, different companies to help with advertising and search engine optimization and all that stuff. And while it is necessary to a certain extent, it's a huge waste of money when you're getting started, okay? I've wasted tens of thousands of dollars on stuff like this. It just is not very important when you are getting started. You don't just start a website and immediately start making money. It does not work that way, okay? It's going to take you probably a few years to start making money off your website. So my advice to you is if something's not making you money, don't throw a bunch of money into it when you're just getting started. And I'm assuming that money is probably, a scarcity at this point. So don't throw a bunch of money into your website. When I got started, there weren't these kind of plug and play websites like there are now with like Shopify, for example, where you can just drag and drop stuff. So easy. You don't have to go out and hire all these developers and all that crazy stuff to get a custom website. So you can do it really on the cheap. And that's what I would suggest doing. Just get a website up so you can have some branding and whatnot, but also you have some products to sell. But don't throw a bunch of money in advertising, SEO, and all that stuff until you're a little more established and you've got a little bit of extra money to do that. Because again, you're not going to make money off that stuff right away. It's a money pit. Okay, it's a long-term play. Okay, so just realize that you don't just start a website and start making money. Okay, it does not work that way. It's going to take time. Okay, so be patient with it. Number 3, and this is probably the one that we're doing right now here, is start a YouTube channel. Here's a couple reasons why you should start a YouTube channel. Number 1, it's free. You can do it for free. You don't have to pay anything. You can edit your own videos. You can not edit your videos. You can just shoot raw footage. You can just put it up with your iPhone. It's so easy. So I would suggest just getting started with just videoing with your iPhone. If you go back and look at my old videos, you can see they're really poor quality. I was just videoing on my iPhone. In fact, I wasn't even doing them in landscape mode. I was doing them in portrait mode, which is the worst way to film anything on video. So I knew nothing about that. So as you go along, you're going to start, learning more about YouTube and learning more about things to do and what not to do. But creating a YouTube channel is not only super fun, it's actually way more fun now that I don't have to edit the videos. But you're going to be able to connect with, again, other collectors. You're going to be able to share your collection. You're going to be able to share tips. You're going to be able to help people. You're going to be able to promote signings, promote products, whatever it is that you want to do with your YouTube channel. And remember, YouTube is actually the second largest search engine in the entire world, of course, behind Google. So if you get your channel up there, you get your brand up there, that makes sense, right? So because people are going to be searching for information about the autograph industry and whatnot. But again, it's just super fun. I really enjoy doing these. I really enjoy seeing people getting deals off of stuff that I mentioned to them and doing top 5 lists and all that stuff on certain autograph athletes. That I think brings a lot of value to people because they brings them a lot of information that maybe they're not thinking about that time. So, and that's what your job is to share your experience and give them some strategies on stuff. So, number 2, and this one is all these are critical, but this one is probably one of the more critical ones, and that is connect with as many vendors as possible. Vendors, dealers, whatever you want to call them, these are the guys that are putting on the autograph signings. These are the big companies, the small companies, middle companies. Everybody's putting these on. The more people you know, the more signings you'll have access to, the more signings you can then offer to your customers. Okay, that's how it's going to work. Where do you meet these dealers, vendors? Well, of course, you can do online research and all that kind of stuff, but really going to autograph shows is a great way to meet them. You can go to the National Autograph Convention, which, of course, in 2020 is not going to be happening here, but I'm assuming they'll have it in 2021. That will be a great way. There's going to be tens of dealers, hundreds of tables and whatnot. So really connecting with these dealers, and also by connecting with them, not only are you going to be able to buy their product to sell to your customers and offer their autograph signings, you in turn can possibly then resell product to them. So you can wholesale to them, which is a great way to make some quick money, sell stuff in bulk. So it's just a great way to establish new relationships with people and just meet as many of them as you can. You never know when someone is going to be able to help you out, and you never know when you're going to be able to help someone else out as well. And my number 1 tip for you, and this is kind of a no-brainer, but it deserves some talking about, is build up your following. Okay, that's either through email addresses, your Facebook page, your Instagram page, or if you do Snapchat, YouTube, whatever it is that you choose to do, is slowly over time build that up. Now, this is not going to happen overnight, okay? Don't worry about likes and followers and all that stuff. It has nothing to do with that, okay? You could have 10,000 people follow your page, but if 5 people buy stuff, it doesn't make any sense. Or if 10 people are interested in your stuff, it doesn't make any sense. I'd rather have 10 people follow my page and have 10 people that are interested in autographs than have 10,000 and have 1 person that follows. So it's not about the numbers. Yes, if you can get more numbers of people that are interested in it, obviously that makes sense, okay? But how do you do this? This is really kind of the big tip I want to get across for you in this video is number 1 is be as authentic as you possibly can. Your channel, your page should be a representation of you and your personality, okay? If you're a real serious person, then make it a serious video, make it a serious channel. But my biggest suggestion is to make your channel and your pages as personal as possible. In 2020 here, and people really like to know who they're dealing with, okay? They like to see a face. They want to have a phone number. They want to know if there's a problem with something that they can talk to someone. They want to know if you're going to be responding to messages. People want to know who they are dealing with nowadays, and the internet makes that possible. So my biggest suggestion is to make your pages as personal as possible, and take care of your pages. Be accessible, respond to messages, respond to comments. Don't be just a robot where you're an auto tune there. You're just not responding to anything. Okay, be accessible, be personable, and make it your page. Okay, so there's a lot more to get into, but that's just 5 kind of quick tips to help you with your autograph industry venture here. If you guys got any questions on that stuff, again, you guys can reach me through the website, or you guys can comment here below. Again, always appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Thanks again.